All right, so let's talk a little bit about Golmud Railway. I probably just butchered that name, but you know what? Who cares? Okay, so Golmud Railway. We're going to be having some spawns for the Chinese team back over here next to dorms, and then we are going to be having a spawn over here for the Russian team next to C Flag. And what this ends up, or actually it's up on Perch over here, but let's not be sticklers. So what you're going to be seeing is the Russian team basically like on Dawnbreaker. It's not necessarily the hard side, but it's the harder breakout side. The Russian team will have the easier breakout side. They will be able to push down into C, cap B, basically without any trouble at all. Now, what this is going to allow them to do on the Russian side is they will be able to populate Grey House. Now, guys, I am going to float around into free cam real quick just to let you know what Grey House is, because I will be saying it a lot. This is Grey House. All right? This building is powerful. More powerful on this map than any other position there is. Grey House is huge. B House. A building, connector, side streets, tower, step up is actually this little rock right here. If you play diffuse, it is actually a very, very important position to have. Perch, this is all perch right here, guys. C flag, C house, dorms. We're going to have in flag dorm 1 and 2. And there you go. There is the map. And I will say it is a very, very interesting match, a map. It's not one of my favorites for comp, but is a fun one to watch. I do like watching matches on this particular map. So back to our spawn situation. There was a perch spawn way back there that you just saw. But we will be having the Chinese team spawning over here back behind dorms. Now, what this forces them to do is they'll either have a... You'll see a 2-3 split sometimes. Sometimes you'll see a 1-4 split. Very rarely I've actually seen all 5-man push down into A, but I wouldn't put it past them just because it is so important to have the A-B hold on this map. That's the hold that you're going to look for, is A and B flag right here. This is the hold that you want. You're going to be putting 2 up in the Grey House, 1 sitting over here behind Perch over here on the side street to watch this lane, 1 over here onto A house. And maybe 1 is a floater. 1 could go out here onto dorms, you know, that type of stuff. Maybe fight a little bit more around here into mid. And it is such a hard hold to break. It's very, very, very hard. But for the Chinese team, a lot of the times what you will see is a 2-3 push where they'll be sending 2 players into dorms, 3 down to A. And really... What you can do, if you can win your initial gunfights, you can take C right off the break. Because most of the time, the Russian team will only send 1 to C, 3 or 4 to B. And so it can be beneficial. The problem is if you send too much over there to C, what you will be seeing is a massive push. Because as soon as they see, okay, there's 3 guys over here in dorms. As soon as they see that, bam, they're going to be pushing right onto A. And what you will have is a big swing down right here from the Russian team. They'll basically abandon C, and they'll go cap B and A, and they'll trap the Chinese team up above in this area right here in the C house and dorms. And it is a very hard position to get out of because you have to cross this open area. If we go over here to a free cam, I mean, just look how much open area there is here. I mean, honestly, you expect a team to try and cross that and not just get completely obliterated. Now, something that we haven't seen out of these 5v5 teams a whole lot, and I don't really know why. It may be still developing within the strats and the way things work. We haven't seen smokes. And you know, that's something that you can use in this rule set. You can't use 320s, explosives, but you can use the 320 smokes, and you can use the smoke grenades. So something that we haven't really seen used at all, which is very surprising to me because on this map you would think that smokes would be massive. And to get across this open terrain. But we haven't seen it yet. Now, one thing that you will be noticing on this particular matchup is the use of rockets. Now, you may be wondering, why would you use rockets in a 5v5? Well, it's kind of simple, but it's not simple. I mean, you know, you got to be thinking in terms of battlefield and destruction. Something that we picked up in Bad Company 2 and throughout is that, you know, these walls will break down. you can blow out every single one of these walls. And Grey House, as I stated before, is such a powerful position to have. A lot of times what you'll be seeing is a guy going Engie, and he will blow out all of these walls. The main areas that he's going to be blowing up is right here on this particular wall. So he does not have that head glitch. You'll be seeing them blowing out these windows just a little bit. You'll also be seeing A building getting blown out right in through here, and you will be seeing B house getting blown up on the front, as well as C getting blown out onto this side. Now, they do use dorms every now and then. You will be seeing this chunk of dorms being taken down because there is a head glitch right there onto this staircase right here. So if you look at this, you can kind of see down into C flag. Now you can counteract that very easily with whoever that was, you can actually burn the C flag right here. So if you sit right here next to this wall, you are on the burn actually. As well as if you're right, let me see in the C house, if you are right, I believe it's here. I believe if you're right here, it's actually, you can actually do it too. But anyways, guys, we are going to be going live on this particular round. So it's going to be map number 2 and the LevelBF 5v5 Finals Cup. Exertus versus Mortality eSports. Guys, definitely go check these people out, these teams out. Go check out their media pages, their YouTubes. They are awesome teams. Right now, proven to be the best in North and South America at the moment. Very, very powerful teams. Let's see if we actually have the names correct here. And we do. Out of the gate, first time. We are, oh, man, guys, we're on a roll here. On a roll. All right, so we are going to be seeing Mortality eSports with the easier breakout side. Exertus going to be coming from behind. Remember, the guys, they just came off of a fairly big loss, actually, in round number 2 of Dawnbreaker, where they did lose that map. So they have a little bit of pressure on their side. But honestly, they have a little bit of wiggle room. This is a fairly good map for them. They have shown that they know how to play this map. And I wouldn't be surprised if they were the ones that ended up picking this one. And I think they did in the rotation. So we are going to be seeing a 3-2 push over here from Mortality. And there was that 5-man push that I hadn't seen yet from Exertus. So they are playing this out very, very smart, I think. Pushing all of those players down onto A or onto that B flag, because they know how important that flag is. They know exactly how important that is. Rek is going to be sitting over here onto the side. Ooh, getting some picks over there from A house. It's going to be Hitha able to get a couple of shots over there onto side street, and he's going to be trying to lock it down for his team here. We are going to be seeing Lead Machine with a random spawn back over here towards dorms, just to kind of test the waters over there onto C. You never want to leave that flag completely open. Reptile, though, going to be getting very, very hurt over here into a connector. Able to pick up Subcom. Nice job there. B is going to be pressed right now for Clicks. Rek going to be trying to come in. He ends up getting taken down. Hitha and Clicks are both going to be onto B. And now they are going to be getting onto the burn. And this is what Exertus is really good at right now, is holding it. I mean, they have played one of the best teams in the world, Epsilon, on this map. And they took it down tooth and nail on this particular setup. So they know what's up. They know how to play this map, most definitely, and they are going to be holding this very, very nicely. Subcom, though, is going to be able to do some work over here into Gray Building. Gets a couple of shots over there onto Hither. Not able to make anything happen, though. Really has to back up just a little bit. Prop is going to be sitting up, trying to get some... Oh, and he doesn't even spot him. Oh, man, that is going to be huge, not getting that pick, because now he knows. Oh, my God. How does he not know? How does he not know? Who is that over there? Ravik or Reptile? How is Reptile not reacting to this? Gets taken down by a suicide, unfortunately, and Mortality holding their cool. Wow, nice job there by Mortality. Able to get B back. Hold on to that Gray Building. That is such a important role right there. And we saw them being able to hold on, basically, and grab that back. Unfortunately, they did end up getting shot completely out of it. Reptile is going to be back up, sitting down into Gray House 1. And he's going to be pushing up onto B flag, where the only player over here is going to be Solsa. And he's going to be getting side rage right now. Yeah, not able to get any picks for his team. So GG there. And not going to make anything happen. Only 2 players left up alive for Exertus. We'll be getting onto that B flag to try and burn it down. Pop going to be sitting into Gray House right now. He spots out Clicks. Does he know that he's back behind that crate? I don't think he does. I would like to see him getting up into the second story. There he goes. He's finally going to be pushing up into that second story, waiting for any kind of a push coming in. Looks like his buddies are going to be trying to help him out. Pop going to be now up onto Gray House 2, but Exertus going to be pushing in. Catches Johnny trying to push in from the open. Pop ends up going down. Or I'm sorry, Lead Machine ends up going down to Pop. Click's going to be pushing it over onto C, looking for that triple cap, and that is going to be huge if they can hold on over here next to Gray, and he does. So good job there to Ravik. B is going to be flashing at the moment. Rec doesn't go down. Subcom is the only one left up alive, able to get the burn for his teammates, and Exertus is actually in a very good position to counter this. We will be seeing a one-on-one fight going on over here with Johnny and Lead Machine. Lead Machine ends up going out on top. Clicks is going to be waiting for that push, and there as we go, using some of that, oh, get the hip fire, notices that there's one more, does he? He gotta know that there's one more. Clicks in a lot of trouble here, sees the revive, not able to make anything happen. C-Flag does go into the possession of Mortality, nobody spawning in over here for Exertus. And once again, it is going to be set up over here into Gray House, so Mortality definitely playing this out like they know what they're doing. I mean, 155 to 150, of course they know what they're doing. They're one of the best teams playing right now for North America. So they are going to be doing a very good job of holding on here. 155 to 145. It is now in favor of Mortality in just a few moments. Oh no, it is right now in favor of them. I'm so sorry, guys. Salsa is going to be back up, stopping this burn over here. Spots Reptile going into dorms as well as Ravik. So it looks to me like we did see some perch spawns over there for Exertus. Now 4 players going to be up back behind C. They should be able to get the burn here in just a few moments. They have to be careful though, because nobody back here to A. So that's going to be a huge loss for them. And Mortality should be able to hold on here pretty good. Yeah, we're going to be seeing Reptile getting taken down by Rec, who is probably the best player, I would say the most consistent player on Mortality. He is a top fragger, and he is definitely a knowledgeable guy for their team. Now Exertus going to be pushing down into B flag. We'll be able to secure that at the moment, but they did give up a couple of back spawns over here next to C. So we will be seeing C getting burned down here in just a few moments, and Pop not able to make anything happen. Back rage, a huge back rage here for Hitha. He's going to be coming around to A, able to burn that down quite easily. Only one player left out. That's going to be Salsa. Does he decide to try and drop down on him? Yeah, that is the standard spot. Oh, but not going to be getting his parachute out in time. Ends up going down. But Pop there with the spawn in at the last second, able to save it for his teammates. C does go into the possession of Mortality. A is definitely going to be contested here in just a few moments. Lead Machine trying to come around the corner. He spots out one with those barrels. He knows that there's going to be one sitting there. Oh, but Salsa inside the building. Hitha also goes down. Ravik goes down. Wow, that was huge there for Mortality. Able to take out 3 players from Exertus and hold on to A. If they had lost that, that would definitely have been a huge blow to what they had. It looks like A is actually glitched out right now. 137 to 118 in favor of Mortality, but just narrowly, they are definitely fighting tooth and nail for all of this. And Salsa, somehow unable to get the pickup there, had definitely the better positioning, but unfortunately couldn't make his shots count. And it looks like Reptile will be pushing around on the backside, looking to go for that A burn. Yeah, I like this idea. I think this is actually pretty good, because we do have 2 players from Exertus sitting onto B right now. One over into Grey House and one onto Perch. So he's actually in a fairly decent spot, and I think the server just crashed. Or Reptile just crashed. I think Reptile just crashed. Awesome! Okay, so Exertus gonna be getting some crashes on Golmo Railway. We saw this over on the Epsilon match, which ended up losing that match for them, but that is not going to be stopping them right now. It looks like C-Flag is going to be burning down. Johnny going to try and clean this up. He spots Clicks and Hitha, but that is not going to be enough for the dynamic duo. They end up going down. Salsa going to be the only one left up on this flag. Can he hold it by himself? We are going to be seeing Clicks come around the corner. There's one. Can he make it? 2. He spots Ravik. No. Ravik getting spawns in there and able to take out Salsa, but Kaser or Rec not going to be having any of that. Spots 2 of them. Oh my god, guys, you do not know how important that play was right there. He's able to get 1 and 2 and 3. Can he make it a 3rd? He does. That right there was smart play, guys. If you want to be a smart player, watch this guy. That was beautiful. He didn't shoot right away when he saw him. He waited for him to get across the street and was able to take out 3 players by himself and cap C-Flag for his team. That was a huge play there by Rec. And we are going to be seeing Ravik trying to come around the corner. But you know what? Oh, man, finally getting taken down over there Rec not able to hold on, gets shot by Hitha, who was pushing up from dorms. And Exertus, do they have their fifth in? No, they don't. So Exertus in a lot of trouble here. They got to get their fifth in here pretty soon. It's 114 to 93. They really do not need to lose this map or this round. They need to kind of finish this up with a win, get a little bit of momentum under their belt. But we will be seeing Lead Machine pushing in over onto B flag. It looks like Grey House is not going to be completely cleared out just yet. Johnny, does he know there's going to be some people coming up? He has to know. Yes, Clicks is going to be pushing up. Gets taken out with the nade, though. So Clicks with a really good pre-nade there. Able to take him down. Ravik going to be sitting over here onto B house. He sees one back behind B crates and takes him out with those beautiful impact grenades. And we're going to be seeing some impact coming in for himself. And so B flag will be going into their possession. And I got to say, Exertus doing a great job with only 4 players. Now finally getting Reptile back into this matchup. They have a lot of work cut out for them. I mean, it's 105 to 87. The momentum is definitely in favor of Mortality, but we are going to be seeing A and C both flashing. So there is a chance that Exertus is going to try and go for a triple cap here. A flag is about to get grayed out, and there it is. So a possible triple cap comeback for Exertus. And they are coming back with a vengeance here. Clicks able to take out Salsa up above onto Perch. He spots out one more. He knows there's got to be another one up there. He does. He sees Pop, able to take him down. So nice job. I believe that's Popcorn. I think that's Popcorn. I don't know. It just bugs me with those names. But we are going to be seeing the triple cap going into the favor of Exertus. And guys, this is huge. It looks like Mortality is stuck up here into this perch spawn, and this is what I was talking about. Look at that spread from Exertus right now. We are seeing a beautiful spread, beautiful positioning. They're having 3 in the backfield. Clicks and Ravik are going to be playing very aggressive. It looks like they're going to be holding their own out there, able to take out 3 players. Now we're going to have one more spawn in. Now that's going to be a little bit dangerous there because it is going to allow a back spawn. So that was not the best move there for Exertus. A flag should be burning here in just a few moments, and we're going to be seeing a spawn bomb there for Mortality. So yeah, Exertus not the best positioning there. Kind of going to be kicking himself in the butt. But they were able to even it up quite a bit. Even take the lead. Is now 61 to 84 in favor of Exertus. This is exactly what they needed to do to come back into this matchup. Hitha is going to be back onto this A burn. He spots out one. Will they get the hit fire? No! No, Subcom. Going to be too strong. Comes around the corner. Able to finish him out. Reptile, though, is still going to be on there. Clicks is going to be coming in for a back rage. Looks like Clicks was able to take out one. Salsa takes out 2 more onto this A burn. Got to make something happen, Reptile, and he does. Gets the nice double kill for his team. Cleans up A flag, and now it's going to be a 2 flag setup for Exertus once again. Nobody over there for C at the moment. We're going to be seeing Clicks shifting down over there. Johnny and Subcom as well as Pop are going to be pushing back over here onto C flag. Now they got to be careful putting too much emphasis on C because we are going to be seeing Lead Machine pushing in onto this B flag, and they are going to be able to cap this, I believe. Rec not able to get the pick there. That was unfortunate. Yeah, so B flag going into their possession, and this is the strong setup that we were talking about. Exertus is going to be trying to hold on over here onto Grey House. Does Reptile know that he's got a little buddy sitting in with him? He did hear some footsteps, I think. And Pop is going to be down below. Elects not to go down there, in fact. But he did give away his position on the mini-map. And, oh, yeah, Reptile already ready and waiting for him. And there was the position for Ravik sitting over here onto side streets by Perch. Pushing out all the way over towards Tower to try and clean that up. Now we will be seeing Johnny taking control of Grey House, and this is going to be a really good launching point to try and get down onto B flag. Now C is going to be flashing, so Exertus looking to go for that triple cap once again, but B does end up getting grayed out. Is anything happening over here in C? So Mortality going to be able to get the sneaky 2 cap right now. Possibly, no, won't be able to finish it out. Reptile coming in will be able to push up in just a few moments. Yeah, no, nobody getting on the B flag. In fact, Lead Machine is going to be shifting back over to A, so I do like that. Hitha is going to be sitting over here onto that C point. 25 to 73 tickets in favor of Exertus. And they will be able to pick up B flag as well as pressuring C right now. Hitha with a nice hit fire onto Subcom. And can he make it a second one to Salsa? No, he can't. And that right there, guys, I think is going to be game. No, it is not, because guess what? We have 2 players right here for Mortality who ended up pushing up onto A flag, and they should be able to get the burn right now. The only one back up is going to be Lead Machine. He does get the hip fire, so he does stop it. Oh my god, Rec has to come back and clean this up, but he's got to be careful because he's going to get back rage over here from Ravik. And yep, Ravik able to clean that up. So very, very good shifting from Exertus. And guys, clear your flags out before you leave. I mean that's just one of the things that you have to do on a particular setup. And now we're going to be seeing a 3 flag setup or cap out by Exertus, and they are going to be able to take this first round quite convincingly there towards the end, even though they had a guy drop. It is going to be 70-5 tickets at the moment, with C flag just now getting burned out and not even grayed out. So that is going to be a huge loss there for Mortality. The momentum shift completely back into Exertus' favor, and now they are definitely back in this game. And like I said before, this is Exertus' map. Every single time I have watched Exertus play on this particular map, they have come from behind. Every single time. They lose it in the beginning. They have a guy drop, whatever may happen, and they end up able to come all the way back and win it. I don't know what it is. It's just they know how to play this map. And it's definitely showing out right now. Mortality, though, I think they're just putting a little bit too much emphasis on trying to get that C burn. I mean, it's almost like, let me think of a good. I'm trying to think of a good example here, guys, that you may know from my past experiences. It's like on Sign Crossing. I know most of you guys have played Battlefield 3. Sign Crossing, B flag. You never really wanted that flag. If you could avoid that flag and give it up and go for D or C, it was worth it. That's the same attitude that you have to take within C flag here. It's not worth it. It's going to cause you more trouble than anything to try and take and hold that particular flag. And what we're seeing here is that Mortality, they put 3 bodies on C. Exertus said, that's fine. I'll send 1 or 2 guys over there to hang you up for a little bit, and we'll send the rest of our people over onto B flag. We've got the guns to back it up. We know that we can beat you 2-on-3. And that's exactly what they did, and they were able to hold that A-B spawn. So let's take a look over here at what Exertus is now going to be, or Mortality is now going to be doing, if they have that 5-man push over there onto A, or if they elect to go for more 2-3, an even push where they push 3 over onto A, 2 up into dorms, trying to get some shots across the street. I would imagine that we're going to be seeing maybe a 1-4 setup for Exertus, pushing 4 over onto B, 1 onto C flag. But who knows? Both of these teams have been surprising me. And yeah, so we are going to be seeing a 2, or actually a 3-2 setup. 2 of them going over onto B flag, with only 1 of them pushing it into C, and actually 3 going into dorms from both Exertus and Mortality. So they're just making me look all kinds of stupid. And C flag will now go into the possession of Mortality as well as A flag. But we do have Exertus with some really favorable positions. They do have control of Grey House, who might be losing it actually. No, John ends up going down from Reptile, so definitely a good pickup there. A massive fight happening over here onto C flag. Solsa is going to be able to pick up Hitha. No, Hitha ends up taking him down, and now Hitha goes down by Supcom. But they have to be careful because Rec is going to be on a perch spawn. We'll be seeing Exertus pushing down into A, and this is what I'm talking about here, guys. They gotta leave bodies back. We're going to be seeing a massive fight over here onto C flag, but Exertus already in a triple cap situation. C flag will be going down here in just a few moments, but that's not the side that they want to have. Hither going to be pushing it into Gray building. He knows that there's at least 1 up in here. Is going to be able to, doesn't get the hip fire, but his buddy's going to be backing him up. Gray House will be going into their favor. Supcom does end up getting the burnout over here onto B crates. Has to be careful though with that nade spam. Does make it into B house, so that was a nice job there. Good positioning. And now it's going to be the 2 flag setup for Mortality. 186 to 181. That 3 cap really didn't play that much of a role within the beginning of the game. Now Clicks though is going to be getting onto this C burn just to try and hang things up, but Exertus is actually in a lot of trouble. We need to be seeing some more spawns over here onto Reptile, and actually Mortality getting a random spawn back there towards A. So yeah, this is going to be a complete spawn bomb, really, onto this A burn. Reptile, the only one going to be left up. He ends up taking out 2 players now. Johnny is going to go down, gets the revive for his buddies. So A is not completely lost. They will be able to jump down on it at the moment. And no, not going to be able to pick up Solsa. Has to be careful. Solsa is going to be trying to get the hip fire over there onto Lead Machine. Lead Machine, the only one up over here onto A house. Able to take out Supcom. Can he take him down? No, Lead Machine staying up. So nice job there by Solsa. But Hitha is going to be coming around the corner, as well as Reptile. well. So Exertus is going to be coming right back into this A flag, and they should be able to get the burn. Yes, they do. So nice job there by Exertus, able to get the really good retake actually on that particular flag. And Reptile does end up going down by Rek, who's going to be pushing out towards side street to cut off any kind of a back rage or a lane change that we might be seeing. And this is a really good setup right here for Mortality. Look at how wide that is. Is actually really, really good. Clicks is going to be sitting back up over here onto crates. Spots one, trying to push across into C. So he knows Supcom is trying to get onto that C burn. And instead of just trusting his teammates to take care of that, tries to go after that. Now Hitha will be able to clean up A for now, but won't be able to get on the burn here in just a few moments because of John right now. I should be able to do a lot of damage. We'll be taking out Reptile, and needs to get some spawns on him right now. B flag is going to be flashing, so Exertus is going to be pushing straight on in there, but he ends up going down. Now Clicks is going to be the only player for Exertus. Now sitting back below gray building. Ooh, takes a lot of nade fire right there. Does end up going down, and now Mortality with that oh so powerful hold, A-B hold, but they didn't leave anybody out there over there towards Perch to try and lock it down. Now we are going to be seeing Rhett go down, Sosa going down, Ravik able to pick up one, his buddy Hitha able to pick up the other. Should be able to get the res, so nice job there on Exertus, and they will be able to get the gray out and burn in their favor. God, I hate this Spectre. Alright. I'm calm. Grey House as one player over there for Exertus. We're seeing a nice fight going back and forth, trying to retake it. Oh, and we are going to be seeing Mortality losing Gray building, but they are going to be pushing in over here onto A. Clicks should be able to get the Gray out, and they do. Why is nobody jumping down right now for Mortality? Johnny, got to make something happen here, guys. You can't just let him get the burn in the cap like that. Clicks does end up going down. We will be seeing John getting onto the burn. Reptile gets completely outpositioned in back rage. So maybe that did work in their favor, but they are behind here, guys, and it's just 1 or 2 tickets, but that's 1 or 2 tickets that just comes back to bite you every single time. Remember, they have to win by 71 or more in order to completely close out this finals. If they do not, and Exertus ends up winning this, we will be going to a map 3. And this is what I was talking about. Gold Mode Railway is really going to be forcing down, locking down these lanes, locking down these positions, and it's going to come down to a strat. It's going to come down to a push, retake, hold game. It's not going to be so much of a Zerg. It's not going to be so much as a flag hopping game, as we're going to be seeing some massive coordinated pushes and retakes from both of these teams. Now Exertus is going to be pushing in onto A. Looks like the only player over here was end up taken down for Mortality, and they will be able to get the B or the A burn. Now they have to be careful though, because we are going to be seeing 2 players pushing in onto this B burn. Sosa is going to be getting onto the burn. We'll be able to gray it out. Has to be careful over there towards B house. In fact, we are going to be seeing one pushing up onto Perch, and they do end up getting the burn in their favor, but we will be seeing Clicks getting down over here towards B crate. And once again, Mortality not really leaving anybody out towards B house to try and clean this up. Now we will be seeing Popcorn sitting up there, ends up getting taken down onto Gray building. 3 players are going to be up and alive, but they do not have B flag. And that is definitely going to be a huge loss. Let's look over here on the Clicks, who's going to be vastly outnumbered. No, get some spawns here at the last second. Johnny going to try and come in with that Hitfire spray. Clicks not able to get anything off of it, but does get an assist. Now 2 more going to be spawning in on him. Rek is going to be trying to come around the corner and does get taken down. We'll be seeing some reses going off. 2 players out in the open for... Oh, is Clicks out of ammo? No, he's going to be able to reload here in just a few moments. Has to be careful. Going to be getting side rage from Perch. And do they know? Yes, Clicks already knows that there's going to be somebody up on the Perch, so nice communication there by both of those teams. Did he see him dropping down? Able to pick up Sosa with the Hitfire spray. Good job there, and now B flag will be definitely firmly in their control, as well as A for just a few moments, actually. Mortality with a huge spawn bomb over here onto A flag. A Reptile coming around the corner. Will he be able to finish it up? No, Ravik ends up going down. Popcorn going to be giving him some backup over here. We might be seeing a shift over onto C. Yes, so Exertus going to be pushing onto that C flag. Now, guys, I didn't say you never wanted to take C, but if it was C or B or C or A, you want to take those 2 flags instead. So, yeah, it was a smart play right there for Exertus to end up taking that flag for themselves. Now we're going to be seeing this map split right down the middle vertically. as John is going to be the only one left up over here into Gray House. And honestly, at this moment, Mortality has to start winning their frags. They're just not winning their frags at the moment, and it's really, really starting to come back and bite them, as we're seeing Popcorn getting taken down by Ravik with a nice headshot from afar over there into that Gray House. And this is why this building is so important, guys. Just one of the many reasons, as we're seeing, he's able to take out all the roofs from every single, where on this map. He's able to completely cover B flag, even spot a lot of these spawns over here onto Perch, which this is definitely not good for Mortality. It's going to be 121 to 91. And I believe, yeah, so I am thinking about it now. This is definitely Exertus' map. They did end up picking this one to play for the finals. And we are going to be seeing Lead Machine getting taken down by Rec, who needs to get onto a flag right now. But getting shots from that gray building is just so powerful, and not able to stay alive through Gray House. But John getting some last-minute spawns there will be able to get the revive. But all they did, guys, was stop the 2-cap. Now C is going to be flashing at the moment. Reptile going to be trying to come in from the backside. Gets a couple of perk spawns. Not able to get any picks off of those nades. Sees one trying to flank around towards dorms. It looks like he did end up going down. I believe that was Johnny. But Rec is going to be coming in, trying to save it for his team. Gets the assist on the clicks. And now A is going to be flashing. So we're going to be seeing a triple cap going into the favor of Mortality. But it's going to be too little too late here, guys. 75 tickets to 106. That's going to be a very tall order for Mortality to end up coming back and win this. Hida does end up going down over here next to Dorms, and we are going to be seeing the 2-cap going into the favor of Exertus. And ladies and gentlemen, I think that is it right there. We are going to be seeing this go to a map number 3, which I am excited about it. It's going to be Operation Lockers, which is one of my favorite maps to cast in this whole game for 5v5, and we are going to be seeing it right now. 69 tickets to 97, so GG there to Exertus, definitely showing that this is their map. Oh, excuse me, guy. Sorry about that. Losing my voice there for a second. Losing my voice. But anyways, so we are going to be going to a map number 3, guys. This is just going to be basically playing for pride. Honestly, Exertus or Mortality, they don't even have to play this out. We could just be pushing on at the moment. But they are going to, as most teams do. Let's take a look at the scoreboard right now. We're, interestingly enough, we are seeing Clicks with only 6 and 9. He actually went negative that game, but I think he had one of the bigger impacts for a couple of moments, especially in round number 1. He's definitely the aggressive player on their team, doing a lot of pushing up, getting those initial frags and hip fire frags for close quarter stuff. And we are going to be seeing a Lead Machine, though, top fragger for Exertus, 19 and 9. Reptile going 16 and 13. Ravik 12 and 8, not able to heat it up like he did on that last match. Now if we go over here to Mortality side of things, 14 and 10 going to be Popcorn, and 14 and 13 going to Rec. Now that's a little bit, curious right there for Rec. Rec usually does a lot better than 14 and 13. But you know what? This is Exertus, so I mean it's no team that you really can just write off. It's a really good team. So that definitely has a lot to do with it. But yeah, so we are going to be seeing that triple cap for Exertus, just burning them tickets down. And yeah, so very good job for both of these teams so far. What do you guys think of the gun? What do you think of the recent patch? I've been playing a little bit of it here. I mean, I don't know. I'm not thinking they really did anything to help the game. It may be just initial. It may be something that they're just doing. It's basically going to be something that is like a back-end type thing. I don't know. And we'll see better patches down the road. I don't know. But honestly, I'm very disappointed with the patch so far. But what do you guys think of it? I know that the Scar H has obviously received a buff, or it just feels like it's received a buff. A lot of the competitive players are now moving over towards that gun, even though it's a lower rate of fire and smaller magazine size. It's definitely doing some damage. If we've seen the majority of Exertus using it, I think. And they've actually been switching back and forth between the AEK and the Scar H. And then Mortality even using it a few times. So what do you guys think of it? Do you like that? Do you like the fact that there's 3 guns right now for comp that are being used? You're having the the AUKs, the Ace 23, and the Scar H. Now, if you are wondering why the L85 is not going to be used in this particular tournament, all DLC and DLC weapons and gadgets are banned for this particular tournament. So, yep, that is why you're not seeing the L85 or anything else that goes along with I think it's the MTAR. I think it's the MTAR. It was the MTAR.